I would personally want a new animated movie.
Whoa! So my voice cracked. There it is.
I would prefer that over a live action movie, to be honest. And I think a live action movie is the most inevitable thing that's going to happen with Batman Beyond at some point.
Yeah.
But I think I would prefer an animated Beyond movie that takes place post-Epilogue. And
Ooh.
If you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel by clicking the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any of our new content. Tune in for weekly and bi-weekly vid series all about the futuristic Bat Beyond.
that is all about either Terry living in a world finally without Bruce Wayne, which would be really emotional and really sad.
Why you wanna break my heart?
Or, even if Bruce is still around, all about Terry having to learn, because in the original series it was about Terry learning what it means to be Batman while trying to be like a regular human being, because Bruce can just devote his life to being Batman.
The Spider-Man problem, yeah.
Right. Terry has to learn what a double life means in the context of being a kid. Now I would have the series be about what it's like having to juggle being Batman when you have a wife to go home to, when you possibly have, a baby on the way or something like that. Him having to come to terms with the fact that there's never a good time to be Batman. It doesn't matter if you're a kid in high school. It doesn't matter if you're, 35 and married. You are always going to have something on the other end, and you have to come to terms with that. And almost realizing that, being Batman's a responsibility, and part of that responsibility means sometimes having to shelf your personal life and what that means in the context of being an adult now.
Yeah, that's different pressure from getting your homework done,
Right,
and making mom happy.
Right.
Now you got a kid to feed. You
Right.
have a wife,
right,
to keep happy, and not just keep happy, but respect, be a good husband.
Right.
It's totally different pressure.
That's what I would want to see out of
the adultification of Batman Beyond.
That's what I would want to see.
I like it. I
and,
like that a lot.
and it would make sense now because the people that watched Batman Beyond when it was going current, if it's I was like 5-ish, so we're adults now, and so it would almost be this meta almost conversation between you and the character, because we've grown too now. Like now we understand, we ourselves, like me, I'm adjusting now to being an adult and adjusting to what that means and what my responsibilities and priorities are. Now a character that we were kids when he was a kid, now he's an adult and we're adults, so it would almost get this like meta discussion going of what that means in the context of us, kind of thing.
Like a real-time sequel to...
Right, and it adds an extra dimension of like relatability, because that's the audience. That's just what I would want out of a Batman Beyond animated movie. If you were to do a season 4, I'd want the same thing, just extended in long form. So have the series be about him having to adjust to being an adult and have this double life as Batman and stuff like that.
Hey, this is Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, telling you to go above and Batman Beyond.
If you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel and share this video with other Bat fans beyond who would also like this kind of content. In addition to this new clip-style series you saw today, we also have a bunch of interviews here on the channel with cast and crew from Batman Beyond, including both Batmen of the future, Kevin Conroy and Will Friedle. So make sure to stay tuned to the channel for more interview content as well.